this is a tool that you can try and you can use to improve your life.
The video is about to start. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. There we go! In order to be in this astral traveling or astral projection, it sounds like you have to be spiritual to do this kind of things. Is it true? Or you could just be anybody, a normal person with a normal train and then train a little bit and do it, or you need to be like a Buddha monk or like somebody very high spiritually, you know? When I think of people doing this, I think of people that they're extra special, they're not like me, you know, I'm like down there, they're up there and stuff like that. Is this true or is it a misconception?
No, this is a misconception. The astral projection is a tool that you can use it. There's people who use it for good things, and there's people who use it for bad things, you know. And there's people who do black magic, for example, and there's a few of them who knows how to interact and do things also from astral projection. So this is a tool that you can try and you can use to improve your life.
How do you do this? And is there a method?
There's a lot of techniques. For example, when you make a meditation, there's some meditations that you start to activate your pineal gland, your third eye. This like you can start to see things in your mind, and there's ways to verify if the things that you are perceiving are real or not. So you make a meditation, you go deeper, and you start to send your senses. For example, you start to connect with a place, and you start to see your left, right, the sky. You start to walk and see your legs, your body. And after we connect the here, we start to listen in the beginning, you just remember. But after that, when you start to practice this in this way, you can get information from outside, from that place, because this is like radio. You start to see inside of your head. You start to see that place. You can see that place now, and you can listen voices or conversations in that place now. But also, when you make this practice, it's not to listen governments, you know. I practice with friends that give permission to do that, to describe the house, to describe places. But after I go to pyramids, after I go to see past lives that I got, after I give permission to friends of mine to see my own lives, my own reincarnations, and after we start to check if what I perceive, my friends perceive the same lives, the same, you know. So we start to verify that information. And also how to see that. You need to do some practice. You start to get how to know what is real or not. After we start to go to other places, other planets, for example. From you project to other places. The dark side of the moon, for example, Andromeda, and you know, far other places.
So, I mean, this is a question of record. I mean, this wasn't in my interview, but now I heard so much that there are, you know, supposedly extraterrestrials and they have bases, and that's why we never see the dark side of the moon. Is this according to what you saw? Is this real, or it's just like conspiracy theories?
Yes, I saw bases, but not in the part of. Yes, not in the surface, but inside. Inside, there's a lot of metallic structures inside. Have a lot of floors. A lot of floors. Giant. It's almost all the structures inside.
So
a lot of levels.
Is it artificial or a natural satellite?
The first time I think that these were natural, but inside I think 70% or 80% of it inside have constructions.
So to do this, or with this, I can just do it alone, or I need assistance or a guide?
In the beginning, there's a lot of books that you can learn, but the best thing for me is to do this with somebody who makes who already gets, you know.
And I'm a normal person, but I want to start astral projections. And then how long will it take for me as a normal person to start doing this?
It depends of the person, you know. Right. There's people who are more intuitive than others, but we can develop. Okay. But normally it's I think 3 or 4 classes, and start to interact. And after I teach, I practice also with my students how to differentiate about if the perception are real or part, or you know, or how to control this to connect to the place and time and reality that they really want to connect. You need to make some configuration about how you want to go. When you made Astral Projection, you can do Astral Projection, but you can go, for example, to another realities, another parallel universe, or this universe, this place, but in, for example, 30 years ago.
So it takes 2 to 3 lessons from you to start. But how long do you recommend in between each lesson?
That I recommend is 2 times each week. I think that in 1 week is not the best. Because you need to get the concepts. You need to get this part of you, not only knowledge. For example, if you want to take 2 classes every day, I didn't recommend that. For me, the best is 2 times each week, not more than that. And the minimum, yes, there's people who takes this, for example, 1 class every week, or the next week can take 2 classes, and another one take 1.
Let's talk about probable futures and probable pasts, and the difference between established or unchangeable futures and pasts, right? So, because it sounds to me, so, you know, the most, I'm just gonna say this before you answer, right? The most knowledgeable thing is that you cannot change the past or the future, because if you change it, then nothing of this will happen. So it's like what happens, it has to happen. So, but then here you propose that there are probable past and futures that could be changed.
Yes, the probable ones you can change, but the real past that happens, you cannot change. You really can to visualize, or you can change. That you really can change is a second side effect, for example. You can fix that, but not the actions that happens in that time.
Okay. this is the past, right? So you cannot change the past, but what you can change is whatever effects that you got from this experience, you can minimize or make them, I don't know, whatever the person needs, I guess.
Okay. You can change the energy, or sometimes you can change the consequences. Yeah, for example, people who get married in other life, other reincarnation, and in this one have some trouble, you know, have some problems because some connection, good one and bad one too, who comes from the past. When I canalize a person, I can see that, and I can help the person with guided meditations to fix that, because from guided meditation I can get the person focused in that realm, in that time, and the person can, for example, say I'm sorry, or just can to ask why, what's the reason that you are doing this to me, for example, in this time with somebody that you cannot to talk so well in this life, and you can get more information, you can stay good, and after that, in the real life, in the physical life, the things goes a lot easier, because you change that already from the clone, the spiritual realm, that this is a copy from this one, and after some time, that is like a synchronized, you know. When you made changes there, you change the reality how to go here.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. That's clicking on the little bell. Comment all you want. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like.
Don't forget to subscribe to grow the community.
And also, don't forget to follow our social media. And if you want to go ahead and share this video in all your platforms, share the love. Till next time!
Bye.